Hey guys, it's Pat and welcome back to my World of Warcraft series. And today we're going to be doing Mogu-Shan Palace in Heroic for the first time. Yeah, the group already ran right away, so we need to get started over here. And I'm really hoping to get some gear. We need to gear up. We're like 10 item levels away from raiding, which really isn't too bad. But we're going to need a few more pieces of gear. Alright, so almost to the first boss. They clear everything so quick in these heroics. Alright, here we go, guys. Large group of monsters right here. Alright, and we have begun. So yeah, I actually do have a bunch of justice points, and right after this dungeon, we're gonna buy like a lot of stuff, and hopefully that'll get us up to 460. I'm not really sure, but we have enough to buy like a couple different pieces, which should help our item level quite a bit. So we'll see. But yeah, I did want to apologize. I know I haven't put up an episode for quite a few days. I've just been so busy with school that I really haven't had a chance to record as much as I normally do. But the good thing is I do graduate in like 1 month, really soon. So after that, I will never have to go back to school for the rest of my entire life. I hope. But yeah, I should have a lot more free time. And is he dead already? He's dead already? I don't think so, but I think we have more things to fight, yeah. You haven't been here in a bit. But I have not done this one in Heroic. So once school ends, though, I'm going to have all the free time in the world. And this will be back to probably every other day, something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but it will definitely be up more than it is right now. I can tell you that for sure. I'm just trying to, like, pass all my classes so I can actually graduate and not have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, today, Mogu-Shan Palace, we're fighting the first boss, hoping for some drops. I've actually ran quite a few heroics and have had some pretty bad luck, in my opinion. I haven't really gotten much, but we've accumulated quite a few justice points, which should up our item level pretty good, which we'll do after this. And depending on how long this takes, maybe we'll run 2 dungeons today, because I know I haven't put up an episode in a while. But yeah, I don't think any of the heroics are very long, especially since everyone is so, like, over-geared. Like, really over-geared, most people. They're doing 100,000 damage, and it just ends everything so quickly. Alright, so we finished the first one, and that scared me for a second there. Nothing for me, of course. That's kind of expected at this point. Alright, so we're heading down. Heading down. So nothing on the first boss, but I'm open just one thing and I'll be happy. I really will be. My luck's been so bad, just one thing, I'll be ecstatic. Alright, so we're taking a look at the map here. Got kind of a long walk until the next boss. Sometimes I feel kind of lazy and I just do, you know, this. Put him on follow. Alright, there we go. I'm following Space Goat right now. So yeah, our item levels, actually, it's 449, like, all together, not equipped. I must have something on me that, you know, I can't actually wear. But 449 is not too far away from 460. And there's a couple things we can definitely get that are going to help a lot from the Justice Point vendor, which I put my character, like, right next to. So when we finish this dungeon, I can actually buy the stuff. Alright, you guys, you ready? Ready? Everyone's waiting here. Oh, a lot of Draenei's in the group today. So the group, this is what we got. We've got a druid for a tank. The healer is a priest. DPS, we got a paladin, and the other person is a death knight. So no one's gonna need my stuff, which is good. I worry about that. I do. I don't want to be paired with someone who's gonna need all my stuff, because my luck's already so bad in the first place that nothing ever drops for me, that if someone was here, I clearly would lose it. This place is actually really cool looking. But yeah, it should be interesting to, you know, do our first raids on this character, because I haven't done any of the Pandaria raids at all. From what I've seen, everything seems to be not too challenging. Could be better than what I'm wearing. No, it's actually close, though. At least the heroics have been fairly easy, so I'm imagining that a lot of the raids are probably going to be the same, but we will see. I can't even jump over this. There we go. And now we're down here. I just want something to drop for me. I'll take anything. Even a small improvement. I did run a couple off-camera, guys, and the luck just didn't get any better. I know we've ran some on camera too, and haven't been very lucky. Off camera hasn't been any better. Alright, summoning my pets to help here. But yeah, the group definitely seems very good. I haven't seen anyone, like, any new, like, fresh 90s like myself in any of the heroics I've done at all, actually. Which is kind of surprising. Everyone has been very geared up. So there's been no challenges. I mean, occasional death or something, but, nothing bad. Alright, and he's dead. Achievement right. I didn't even know that. Alright. Defeat Gekken and his Glintlock entourage in Mogushan Palace on heroic difficulty within 5 minutes of being spotted by the scout. Cool. That is not expected. Hold on. Hold on a second here. The treasure. The treasure. Where's everyone going? Seriously, no one wanted to even see what the boss dropped? I could really use this stuff. And, of course, it is a fist weapon. Yeah, so extremely useful for me at this point. But yeah, that's funny. No one even wanted to loot the boss. That's how unimportant it was to everyone. Alright, so everybody's, like, way ahead here. Oh! Better get on that. Onto the elevator. No! Half a second too late, I guess. But yeah, I really wanted to make sure that I actually, you know, got the loot. So I'm gonna wait in a second here for this elevator to come back down. But of course, I didn't get anything. And, well, I actually greeted it and rolled 97. 33 more gold for me. I guess that's better than nothing, but now I'm kind of afraid because I went to go get that I am going to, like, miss the next boss or something. Everyone's gonna be out there fighting it. Oh no, Frostbite did not make it. Alright, but yeah, I'll be caught up in 1 second, but I have a bad feeling that I'm totally gonna miss the boss. Alright, here we go. That's the first time I think I've ever seen in a dungeon someone not, loot the boss, which was kind of weird. But yeah, usually it's me looting it anyway. Alright, catching up here. They've cleared everything, cleared the path. And I can see everyone down there. Alright, cool. Because I know sometimes you get locked out of a room if you end out behind. It tends to, you know, happen when you're recording. Trying to set up the recording and all of a sudden everyone is, like, in a different room starting a boss fight. Alright, here we go. So yeah, I missed all the trash, which is fine with me. Alright, time for the boss. Now, that is crazy. So you get those giant dog things around him. Alright, that does a lot of damage, sort of. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this move. It does a lot of damage. Plus, he's got, like, so many minions and stuff around. Oh, I totally remember this dungeon, actually. Because this is the one where the weapons are, like, spinning around. And you kind of just have to avoid them. Like, lots of stuff's going to fly around the room. And make you extremely nervous. I seem to be in a good spot. There's, like, swords everywhere. Of course, that move's going to hit me. But other than that, I got to move this way, though. Okay, run through that. And I think we're good. This is crazy. There's just so much stuff around. And we almost got the boss down. Alright, there we go. That was it. And a polearm. This is depressing. I know I said I don't get anything, but really, I really don't get anything. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we'll re-queue and we're going to buy some stuff. So, hoping for the best here. And yeah, so, actually, let me go to random. And yeah, I'll get some Valor points. I might as well queue randomly. Sorry if I get the same dungeon as I've done before. I probably won't. I've only done a couple anyway. But yeah, I'm going to queue for that. And we are going to go to the vendors and buy some stuff because I really need some improvements. Alright, so this dude right here. Let's see what we can get. We got 8 minutes according to this. Sometimes it's quicker, though. So this is an improvement, but only by 18. This one right here. Place a Mogu Rune of Paralysis on the ground for 1 minute, which will stun the... I kind of want damage out of it, out of the trinket. But anything to bust up my item level could be good. So is only 8 better. This one right here is like 40 better on the ring. It's 1200. The shoulder is about 100 better. I think we should get this one. Because I only have 338 agility. This has 771. Plus the hit rating is like 150 higher. And it adds like a ton of stamina. 700 more. Plus 561 haste. We don't have a choice on this one. And there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put these on. And this should be a massive improvement. So yeah, we're up to 450, and I feel stronger than ever. Awesome. All right, what else can we get here? I've got 2,100 left to spend. The chest plate is about 20 better. I know there's another vendor here too. Let me see what he has. I'm looking for like big improvements. All right, so here, this one is worse. This one's a lot better too, actually. It's got like 500 more agility and like 700 stamina. I think this is what I'm gonna have to go with here. Let me just check this cloak. It's better too. I think I can afford both, actually. This is gonna be awesome. All right, I'm gonna get this. All right, so I got the boots right there, and this will get me up even higher. It's only 300, and we got 400 left. Okay, this should be like a big gear improvement right here. All right, so I'm gonna put these on, and these. And now our item level is up to, oh, we're only 3 away. We're at 457. If we can get lucky in the next dungeon, which should happen in, now it's up to 10 minutes, somewhat soon, we actually will be able to go straight to raiding. Hoping for it, guys. Really hoping for it. But yeah, that helped a lot. I guess all my failing in the dungeons and not winning anything did pay off because I got a lot of justice points. Alright, guys, we are on to our second dungeon. This time, Storm Stout Brewery. So if we don't get anything here, what we can do is check the auction after. I went to Stormwind, and I was looking at my stuff, and literally the worst thing I have on is my weapon. No wonder I don't do much damage. My weapon is freaking terrible. It's like item level 400, which is extremely low for where we are in the game now, so I may just buy something if there's something for like a decent price. I hate to like spend like every ounce of money I have, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll check after this dungeon. If I don't get anything, praying for a weapon drop. Actually, I haven't seen any really weapon drops for me at this point, but we will see. And we'll take a look at the map in a second here. But yeah, at least we just got a bunch of brand new stuff. Should help us a lot. And where is my pet, actually? Alright, there we go. So if I look at the map here, so we're heading like upstairs. Probably a boss coming around soon. And yeah, guys, look at this. This is my weapon. Item level 404. That is pretty bad. It really is awful. I know we need an average item level of 460, so you'd imagine that, you know, one of them being 404 can't be very good. That's a lot of monkeys right there. I just want to throw that out there. Seems like a lot. Trying to get some serious damage off since there's like, you know, a billion of them. Alright, here we go. This one should do a lot. Oh my god. Yeah, I know there's like a couple after me. But they didn't make it. I was just going to feign death in case that actually happened. But yeah, that is a lot of stuff pulled right there. A crazy amount. That's got to have helped my damage a bit. Alright, so yeah, we're actually over 40,000, which is not too bad. Okay, so there's the dude. And Frostbite, I think you might still be chasing those, so come back here. Alright, here we go. So I remember this one. I think you actually have to take the barrels and like ride them into him, if I remember correctly here. The dude's doing it right there. Alright, so we'll try that in a second. Or I might just practice my damage here. I kind of know this fight. I know I did it last time. And there's one dude like running around and doing it pretty easily for everyone, so we can kind of just finish him off. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it since he's doing it anyway. Kind of enjoys jumping on that barrel. Alright, so yeah, he's almost dead already. Some of these fights are just so easy, and that's extremely easy to avoid. They go very slow. Alright, he's dead. That was pretty simple. And let's see here. Leather. Yeah, my luck is terrible. It's depressing, it really is. It's okay though, at least we bought some stuff, and I can go to the auction house and spend my hard-earned money on a nice bow if I must. So the first boss is down, and now we are outside. That is freaky looking. Ow! Ow. Gotta relax. Alright, come on, Frostbite. You probably hate fire, I can tell just by how you look. Oh, I remember this place with, like, the hammers that, like, you know, hit the monsters. I kind of forget the places. It's been a while since we actually did this one in normal. At this point, he's just running. The tank's just running and bringing everything with him. I really need to avoid these dudes. All right, let's follow the outside here. And there are just so many mobs coming. Little dudes with the hammers. I have a feeling this one's going to be an extremely quick run. I just feel like the tank is moving very quickly. And that should be some decent damage, I would think. Oh, is that the boss? Hoptilus. Hoptilus. Alright, Hoptilus. I can't pronounce anything right. If you've seen my videos, you probably already know that. Alright, so this dude should be fairly easy. I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do is take the hammers to kill the minions that spawn. I'm gonna try to make sure I'm far enough away from that. But yeah, he's half dead already. You know, I'll use this move, get some damage off. And we're doing 33,000. It's kind of an improvement compared to what we were doing before, because our gear is getting a little better. A lot of these people have extremely high item levels, you know, way over 500. You can tell, I mean, 2 people doing over 100,000 damage. This is why this is going so quickly. They're just like crazily beating these bosses to death. Oh, hold on a second here. Oh, that's an improvement. Improvement. Thank God, an improvement. We got one. Hopping mad leggings. Take whatever I can get. All right, there we go. And they landed right there. Put those on. And our item level now. That was totally the wrong button, but... Oh, we're only 1 item level away from 460 now. Nice. All right, I can't complain. If we don't get anything else, that's fine. I was looking at the auction. I did see a crossbow that was only 420, which is a very small improvement, but that would probably get us up to 460. And about the raids, guys, since I've never done them, I'm sure, as they always do, have like a 1-week cooldown. So I'm not going to be able to practice them before we actually, you know, do them. So I'll just look up the fights, and I'm sure it'll be fine. The heroics have been fine. I definitely haven't looked anything up at this point. Alright, so I'm gonna take a look at the map in a second. I'm just a little paranoid to do it right now. I just like everyone to know exactly like where we are and what is going on. Check these right here. Alright. So I imagine we're actually almost done with this place. It is going quickly. And we are back outside once again. I love the view of the land, though. I mean, I like to sit back and relax when I play. In dungeons, people go so quick. But I wouldn't... If I was, like, a solo dungeon, I know some games have them. You know, not WoW, but, I'd be sitting back, taking a look at the scenery a bit, because, you know, it looks nice. I like to do that kind of stuff. Alright, let me into this room. Let me in here. And yeah, I think we are going to be on to the final boss now. That is scary, what's in front of us. Let me just stand right here. Yak Vest of the Monkey. Alright, I'm sure it's not better than what we're wearing. Just checking everything whenever anything drops. Alright. I gotta say, there's stuff all over the ground. Stuff shooting at us like crazy here. Alright, so that mob is dead. Oh, I got the Yak Vest. You know, it's better than nothing. It's free money. That's the way I think about it. Alright, so I'm gonna follow everyone over here. Alright, so we are ready to fight the boss. Here we go. So a lot of mobs right here. Let me just toss down a trap. Probably the best time to toss one of those down. Does quite a bit of damage. And probably improving my DPS a bit. Look at all those numbers on the screen. Such beautiful numbers. But yeah, guys, this is the last boss fight here, and we are definitely going to get something. We already got one thing. I'm feeling confident now. I'm feeling another win. No one ever needs anything anyway, which is always nice. Don't ever have to worry about it. Alright, here we go. Try to avoid anything scary over here. Bunch more mobs. Toss down a trap once again. And try to damage the hell out of them. I just hope a weapon drops, then I won't have to buy anything. I'm kind of cheap. I usually don't buy much. I might actually buy pets with my money. I like to spend them on that because pets are kind of hard to get a lot of the time. And gear comes pretty easily if you're patient and, you know, actually win some drops. That's why I don't like to spend it on that. But I really would like to get into the raids, so I really will spend money on it if I have to. We'll see. What's the chance another thing for me drops anyway? I only need one more item level. Alright, they're all dead. Alright, here comes more. Kind of makes me a little bit paranoid when they come out. Alright, here we go, guys. The final dude in this dungeon. Alright, move away. Okay. Moving. Okay, I moved. There we go. Got out of that. I feel like whenever I use one of my moves where I have to stand still, it's like, move away. Happens every time. Alright, I'm out of the circle. I think we're good here. I really do recommend Deadly Boss mods for an add-on because it pretty much tells you what to do in any tough situations. Like, you know, stuff here is pretty easy, but if it doesn't let you know, sometimes things happen really quickly, and it's a lot easier to take damage and, you know, get killed. Oh, man. Alright, he's about to die. And we've done it! Heroic Storm Stout Brewery. Come on. What is this? Oh my god, it's a freaking gun. It's a freaking gun, guys. Oh my god. Please, no one need on this somehow. Oh, we got it. This is so much better than the stuff on auction. And our item level should be way over the top now. Wow, I'm happy. We're up to 463. 3 over. And the gun is cool looking, too. Let me zoom in here. That's actually a pretty cool looking gun. It's definitely unique. Look at my gloves. There's like a scary face on it. Alright, I'm very happy about that. Alright, so we're gonna leave. I'll show you guys what I was looking at on auction. But now, doesn't matter at all. Can't believe we got that. We actually got the weapon. Alright, so, right now I just have it set to usable stuff for me. And of course, we don't need swords. But, let's see. Where was I here? This is all like the purple stuff. Alright, so there's crossbows. And these are the ones I was looking at. They were item level 420. They're like 100 gold. And this is what I was going to buy. But apparently, I don't have to anymore because mine is much better than that. That is so sick. Yeah. We are all geared up, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.